Hey Tarot Sphere, it's Holly from Cape Cod Creatures, and I am here with a quick video with a little bit of sad news. I found out this morning that Aeclectic Tarot is closing down their forums for good on the 14th, which is such a shame. So if anybody is unfamiliar, it's also known as tarotforum.net, and I'll post links below so that way if you want to check out the last couple of weeks you can. But it has just been a place, it's such a wealth of information. For me, it was the start of my serious tarot journey, getting serious with reading the cards and building a sense of community. I understand better than anyone, trust me, with being done with something, and shutting down and just being like, nope, but I can't help but feel a little sad to know that in 2 short weeks, Aeclectic will no longer be around for that resource of communication. Thankfully, they are keeping the forum archives. They're just going to leave everything. It's just going to be closed. So you'll still be able to look up old threads, and you'll still be able to you know, go to their website and use their databases and whatnot for reviews and what have you. But as far as the forum is concerned, it's over. So that's kind of sad. I mean, that's usually where I find out first about new tarot decks and what have you. So I will be spreading my tarot tendrils and trying to find a new place to network. I'm already pretty not pretty active. Like, I participate a bit in the Tarot Readers Academy page on Facebook and on the Tarot Nerds Facebook group as well. But I don't know, I like forums. I like forums because they don't have that same sense of urgency as Facebook. They're a little more relaxed. And usually you have older, like, I hate to say it, but you have older people in forums. Forums are they're an older form of the internet. And you have people that are way more seasoned than I could ever hope to be. And they only use forums, so it's certainly a wealth of knowledge that way. So I'm going to be sad to see that kind of go. So anyway, I thought it might be kind of fun to do a goodbye reading for Aeclectic, and I'll use Pagan Otherworlds because this is a favorite on the forum of some people. So I thought it might be fun to do a little kind of a goodbye reading, a goodbye energy reading for Aeclectic and its members. You know, I know certainly I don't see us all disbanding. I think that we're going to find each other in other places on the internet, of course. Actually, you know what would be awesome? Because I'm going to try and post this in Aeclectic. It seems to me like nobody's exactly breaking rules, but it's the rules seem to be a little more loosey-goosey as the evening goes on. But I'll post this on Aeclectic, and if members are there, and you can find me on that forum actually as Dogs and Coffee, because they're my two favorite things. But you know, if you want to post below in the comments like your tarot plans, there are a couple of threads already started for you know, new forums and where people plan to go and what they plan on doing. Certainly, honestly, and Ivan, I'm looking at you, of Tarot Pros, I think it would be rad if he was to start his own forum. I would be all over that like white on rice. God, I love white rice. It's so good. It's my favorite carb, I think. With a little salt and a little butter. Like, just steamed. Look, just, oh, so good. I'm making myself hungry. Okay. So, oh my God, I love shuffling this stock so much. All right, so let's go ahead and do a goodbye energy reading for Aeclectic. I mean, we have 2 weeks to housekeep, which is nice. So if you're a member of any reading circles or exchanges over there, you've got a couple of weeks to kind of clean house and say goodbye to any friends that you've made there, and tell them where to find you. Oh, you know what? This is actually a really pleasant reading. So this is what we got. The moon. So actually I really like this. I talked about this the other day in my moon reading, in my SBD tag. So this moon card, oh, I'm gonna cry a little. All right, so this moon card, while it still holds traditional moon meanings, like, you know, people are upset, they're scared, they don't know what's coming next, they can't really see like what's going on. So this to me says that the forum was shut down probably for reasons that we don't know about, and that's fine. Again, Solandia has been fantastic for hosting everybody for as many years as she has, but there is a hint of uncertainty in that forum. And then the thing about it too, this card that I mentioned before, you've got the wolf and the dog, and they found each other at a watering hole, and they're both howling at the moon. But I think ultimately they both know that they're going to have to go their separate ways. So it's kind of sad that these two kindred spirits basically, like, it's two disparate entities, like, kind of held together with their similar, you know, they're both canines, they both have that wild instinct, just like we all have our love of tarot, but ultimately two very different entities, just kind of like the members of the forum. We're all from different backgrounds, we all are from different places, and, you know, these guys are, you know, they howled at the moon for a little while and they had their good time at the watering hole, but ultimately, like, you know, the wolf he's gonna exit stage left, and then the dog is gonna go back through that archway and start, you know, he's gonna have to go back home to wherever he came from. So it's really sad. It's like, you know, friends that came together to meet for a little while, but ultimately have to part ways because, you know, they can't stay together forever. But we also got the 10 of Pentacles. And again, with the dogs, I love the overrunning dog theme here. You know, you've got the two dogs kind of hanging out together. You've got the castle in the background. This is usually a sense of home and legacy. Eclectic will always be the home for many, and it certainly has left a ginormous legacy of tarot knowledge. So I don't think that that's necessarily going anywhere anytime soon. These two say to me that while it's sad that the door is closing on Eclectic, the community is going to find a way to somehow stay together and carry that knowledge, that database, this amazing community that was built there, and they're going to figure out a way to keep that legacy alive to me. They're going to figure out a way to keep that legacy alive. And then, oh, give me a second. Sorry about that, I had some people come in. So yes, the last card we've got was the Waxing Gibbous. And this to me that says, while our community is already very large, it is still growing. It hasn't quite reached its pinnacle yet. It hasn't finished developing and becoming what it could become. So this reading is very, like, I don't know, I feel it's very appropriate. So you've got the touch of fear in friends and the sadness of having to part ways, and then the realizing that we don't have to, that we can build upon this legacy and we can ultimately grow the tarot community, albeit it's probably going to have to be in some new and different ways, but ultimately, you know, like we all love, the thing that I love the most about tarot is how many people it brings together from so many disparate backgrounds. We're all so different. We're different in ages, we're different in experiences, we're different in beliefs, we're different in just about every single way that you can think of. But we have this one amazing thing that keeps us linked together and that we could talk about endlessly, and that with very, very, very few exceptions, we like seem to handle peacefully. So I think that, you know, ultimately we're going to grow this community no matter what. But it is kind of sad to see it come to an end. But anyway, that is the goodbye reading that we have for the Eclectic forum, and I will be on there intermittently. for the next 2 weeks. I don't have any exchanges or anything that I need to clean up. It is closed to new exchanges, which is really sad. I would have loved to have done a thread of, you know, goodbye exchanges and what have you. That would have been really fun. So I don't know, maybe somebody can convince someone to open up a thread for goodbye exchanges. But anyway, Eclecticites, I hope to see you elsewhere. And again, anybody catching this video that wants to, please feel free to put in the description, or not in the description, in the comments below what your future tarot plans are. And anyway, I'll see you guys around. Thank you so much for being a huge part of my journey. And if I don't see you in the future, I'll certainly miss you guys. Thank you, and bye.